In today's Connect with Mike, delighted to be joined by two nice guys who came all the way from Jasper with American Senior Communities. First of all, rehabilitation specialist on my immediate left, Dan McKenzie. And with Dan, his good buddy, the Timbers of Jasper Executive Director, Bo Kellums. Fellas, nice to have you with us. We want to talk about chronic pain and how to deal with it. Bo, first of all, what is Timbers of Jasper?
Timbers of Jasper is a skilled nursing facility in Jasper, Indiana, Du Bois County. Located amongst right next to Memorial Hospital, about 2 miles right down the road. Specialize in long-term care, short-term care, and then rehab actually is really up and coming along with outpatient. You know, you don't necessarily need to come to a skilled nursing facility to actually get treatment. Definitely a misconception by the public.
Right. Now, let's talk about everybody has, to some degree, the older we get, Dan, does most people get some kind of chronic pain?
Yeah, when you think statistically, over 100 million Americans suffer.
Really?
We spend over $600 billion a year treating chronic pain. So yeah, it's a huge epidemic, a significant issue.
What are the most common types of chronic pain?
You know, everything from arthritic pain, just joint arthritis, it could be peripheral neuropathy, it could be a spinal issue, it could be a number of things. It could be an old injury that happened 30 years ago that's just becoming exacerbated over time. So yeah, it's a significant issue.
Because we're more physically conscious, I think more and more people are working out. Does that help?
It does. I mean, exercise is probably the first thing we prescribe. Keep moving. That's probably the biggest thing that we teach. And it's never too late, and that's the other thing that we emphasize. And there's other treatment modalities that we can employ too to treat those conditions.
Bo, I would think, and the quicker you get to it, you don't. People say, you know, I've had this all my life. You don't have to live with it, do you?
No, you don't have to live with it. And the key thing is non-pharmaceutical interventions. No drugs needed in a lot of cases. You know,
really?
As far as exercise is the key. You know, get you back to living. You know, great posture, things like that. You know, where you don't need drugs.
Who's a perfect candidate for Timbers of Jasper?
Could be really anybody, you know. Again, old injuries are key. My dad, you know, for instance, as far as had some issues in the past that he had resolved, you know, through such methods as well. So definitely anybody with suffering from pain they don't have to live with.
Do you ever see young people,
yes.
a lot young, maybe
yes.
young athletes or even elementary age kids?
Young athletes, motor vehicle, you know, accidents from injuries, things like that. And really a lot of times it's just household accidents. You know, things where you tweak your back, your hamstring, etc., and then you let it go on for a year or two when you're in pain. You don't have to be.
We're talking about coping with chronic pain. Bo Kellums, and also Dan is here from Dan McKenzie. He's a rehab specialist. Bo is the executive director of Timbers of Jasper, and we're coming right back.